Hello everyone and welcome back. In this very specific tutorial, we are going to talk about English pronunciation, right? Which is very important. I personally consider pronunciation a very important part of a language. Why? Because whenever you learn a language, so you have to learn that specific language with its proper pronunciation. I do not force my students personally to go and follow a specific accent, but still, speaking in a natural pronunciation is very pivotal. Well, in this very specific video, we are going to cover reduction, which are also called the squeeze words. Why are they called squeeze words? Because whenever you hear a native English speaker always speaks different than an ESL learner. ESL learners are people who learn this language as a second language. And then there are people who are learning this language as a foreign language. Now, English is learned in these three circles around the world, right? Now, how to enhance our English language pronunciation? We need to have knowledge about reductions, which are very pivotal. That's why most of the students listening to the native speakers, they have difficulties understanding the native speakers. So why do they have difficulties understanding? Reduction is the reason. Why? Because native speakers speak English with lots of reduction. So now what is reduction? Reduction is when we cut down some parts of the words, when we squeeze the words. For example, we have a word here, because. Now, native speakers would pronounce it as cause. Now, because is squeezed and it's reduced to cause. Now, I gotta stay in because I'm tired. Now, here in this very sentence, we have two squeeze words. Number first is got to. We normally pronounce this word as got to, but if you go for its reduced form, so it becomes gotta. I gotta stay in cause I'm tired. Not because, but cause. So we have another squeeze word here as well, which is because is reduced to cause. Well, moving ahead towards the next sentence. Now the next sentence is, could you stay silent? Now mostly we do pronounce it is, could you stay silent? But here we can also apply this squeeze word by pronouncing could you as could you. Could you stay silent? Next one is would you like to go? Would you like to go with no reduction? And with reduction, we can pronounce it as would you like to go? Would you like to go? Even here in this sentence, if you focus on the word to, I do not pronounce to as to. I pronounce to as to. Would you like to go? Right? So that's how reductions are important, and you need to have knowledge about these reductions. Well, moving ahead towards the next sentence, and that is, I have just spoken to him. Now here in this sentence, I have just spoken to him. We have three reductions, right? And what are those three reductions? Number first, I have is reduced to of. Now, have is reduced form for have. And most of the students here, the ESL learners, they pronounce have as have. Like they're trying to stretch the words where that's not the way it has to be pronounced. And that's not the way it's pronounced by the native speakers. Native speakers mostly go for the reduced form. I have is reduced to of. And then we do not say just. We actually put the last letter in the word just silent, right? We drop it. We pronounce it as just. I've just spoken to him. I've spoken to him. Now, we do not say him. We say him. So if you go for the squeeze word, we do pronounce him as him. I've just spoken to him. I've just spoken to him. The next one is he's kind of jealous. He's kind of jealous. So whenever you have this word kind of, you can squeeze it or you can reduce it to kinda. He's kinda jealous. All right, now here we go with the last sentence. I was waiting for some sort of reaction. Now here in this sentence, we have gotten two squeeze words. Number first, which is quite general, you have to keep this in mind, that here, I was waiting. Now, waiting, we have dropped the last letter in this fourth form of verb. So remember that in all four form of verb, we can drop the last letter, which is G, in all four form of verbs, right? Because that's how it's reduced by the native speakers. They do not say walking, they say walking. They do not say cooking, they say cooking. I was cooking, right? So here, I was waiting, not waiting. I was waiting for some sort of reaction. Now here we can also squeeze this sort of to sorta. Right, now that's it for today's pronunciation tutorial. I hope you have found this video helpful. If you found this video helpful, do share it with your friends.